dad. In the loud house, in the loud house. 1 boy, 10 girls. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Loud, 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 loud house.
Ascolio mio, oh sada mia.
Today's Loud House episode was requested by Cappy the Hat, Mario Best Buddy. April, fool me twice. Luan is back, she's ready for the biggest April Fool jokes now. April, fool me twice. The 3rd April Fool's episode of the Loud House of Season 3. Alright, I'm gonna stop singing. Fool Me Twice is the 9th episode of Season 3 of the Loud House, but it's overall 110th episode. This is like the 3rd April Fool's episode to come to the Loud House, and the first April Fool's episode not to be directed by Chris Savano, but instead being directed by Kyle Marshall. And this episode came just last year in 2018 on February 9th. So funnily to speak. Let's find out what Luan is up to this time.
You know there's something you should know, so I'm gonna tell you so.
So Lincoln, being Dana Carvey of the Master of Disguise, meets up with his family who are also in disguise. And is it just me, or does Rita Loud's outfit look like Dee Dee Pickles from the Rugrats? And once again, it's Prankster's Eve. I know, it's March 31st. You know, I'm just gonna call it March 31st instead. And the next day is going to be April Fool's Day, which means Luan's going to be planning on pranking them once more again. And like the family that they have to team up and think of a plan how they're going to outsmart Luan this time.
Bobby said we could hide in the basement of the bodega. We just have to watch out for the rat traps. And the asbestos.
Yeah. Survey says? That's what I thought.
There's an island off the southern tip of Guam. You can only get to it by submarine.
We don't have passports, stinkin'.
Okay, seriously, a bit of a you don't know Jack PSA. Guam is actually a U.S. territory, and you wouldn't actually need a passport to actually travel there. Look it up, I kid you not. You don't need a passport to travel to Guam, but you would recommend a passport if you're going to Cuba.
Pending some grant money, I could build a ship that could take us to Europa, one of Jupiter's moons.
Nope.
Or we could dig a system of tunnels under the house.
No.
Why don't we just ask Luan to stop, but like really nicely? Well, she can't be all bad.
Oh, yes, she can.
And fuck that.
So much their ideas are not going very well for what they're thinking about until they're asked to move out of the way because there's a crew here shooting a movie set on a dangerous scene.
Let me get.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
Yeah, guys, out of the shot. Okay, I'm ready for my close-up.
That means you too, Lola. Get off the stage. You ain't in showbiz.
You're lost.
Go f yourself.
During this, the whole family is witnessing a stunt person pulling off a dangerous stunt and not getting hurt at all. And it comes to a shock to them that someone actually looks like the dad, Lynn Sr.
He looks just like Dad.
Too bad I can't just hire him to take all of Luan's pranks for me.
What could the Loud family be thinking of?
We hire a bunch of stunt doubles to take all the hits for us, and we get off pain-free.
That might just work.
Wow, so the actual family actually gets a bunch of stunt doubles that actually look exactly like them. Except their noses are a little bit weird looking. And Lincoln's look-alike looks a bit old.
You're 11 and you have white hair. I did the best I could.
I came out of retirement for this gig. These days, I mostly just sit around reading in my underwear.
Never mind, he's perfect.
Yeah, like you have a fucking choice. By the way, you want to know something that's kind of funny and it might come as a shock at the same time? All the other Loud family stunt doubles are played by the voice actors and actresses themselves, except for Lincoln's stunt double, who is voiced by Ian James Corlett, a Canadian voice actor who's best known for his roles in other cartoon shows and movies, such as Johnny Test as the dad. He was in Bob the Builder, The Cramp Twins, Dragon Ball Z, The Sandman dubbed as Goku. He was in Casper's Haunted Christmas. He's in a lot of the Barbie movies. Barbie and the Nutcracker, Rapunzel, Swan Lake, and The Princess and the Pauper. And by God, he was in Candyland, The Great Lollipop Adventure. And surprisingly, he was in a Cartoon Network show that only lasted for about one season, called Sitting Ducks. He voices Cecil and Bill, the main character of the show. You want to know what else he did?
I'm you!
That's right, he is also in Sausage Party. I never thought that he actually would be in that movie as I was researching on this guy, after when I was taking a look through the Sitting Duck Wikipedia. But I don't know, he's in 2 more Utter Loud House episodes, Sweet and Sour and Roadie to Nowhere. Holy smokes.
Anyway.
The whole Loud family are teaching their stunt doubles to dress, look like them, and act like them. So much as they got all the other stunt doubles caught up in what they have to do for the rest of April Fool's Day, the Real Loud family wakes up in the middle of the night and gets all the kids ready to go. Out the door, and the stunt doubles replace them, going inside the house, while the Real Loud family takes duck and cover inside the garage. The next day, it's April Fool's Day. Family has to find out to see what's going on.
We can follow the action via the cameras I installed in everyone's room last night.
I'm surprised the family hasn't even got rid of you yet. But shockingly, the fake family actually managed to leave the house. Nothing is happening. Maybe they may not be getting pranked since Luan think that they would go crazy to defend themselves. Looks like the Loud family wins this one.
I wouldn't say that. It's just getting started. You know, family, I had a whole different plan in mind for today. But I'll save that for next year. Because once I
Luan could possibly give Billy Jigsaw a run for his money of playing a cruel torture game with them.
Greetings. I want to play a game. You know, family, I had a whole different plan in mind for today, but I'll save that for next year, because once I saw the amazing doubles you guys found, I was inspired to do something even better. So stay tuned, because the rest of this day is going to be doubly special. Get it? You don't get it, but you will.
And the family can't even escape. The doors and windows are welded up. Even the garage mode is with Luan Loud outside. Oh, you are shedding me. But Luan isn't doing anything about it. And she, too, for whatever some reason, takes lessons from Lisa. And she sets some monitors around the whole entire town anywhere to make them watch what's going to happen to their stunt doubles. Seriously, Lisa and Luan are a bunch of bloodthirsty wolves. What's next? You gonna install the monitor cameras in the high school locker so you can see much of the guys get undressed? Forget I said that. And so much as this here not get any worse or any funny to me.
Mrs. Johnson, it's me, Lincoln. I can't get through another day of school without telling you you are the center of my universe, and I love you.
Faint.
I know I won Miss Junior Royal Woods this year, but the truth is, your neck is straighter, your hair holds curls better than mine, and your baton twirling puts mine to shame. So here, this really belongs to you.
Scream.
Faint.
I love my new perm. I can't wait to show all my friends.
By God, is that kind of hair hideous? This stunt double must be taking lessons from Big Worm from Friday. And not to be judgmental, I still think that guys who have perms look like they're gay. They look like they're a woman. And I really despise the hair looks, especially on guys.
Scream.
Faint.
Dude, stop! I think I want to take this thing in a new direction.
What the fuck?
Bogus! That's not even good polka!
Faint.
Oh. Ew, ew, ew! Word! I wouldn't run from it! I'd eat it!
Faint.
You're a loser!
No! My 300-game winning streak!
Faint.
I know I said I needed another month to work on my novel, but I decided it's actually ready.
God damn!
Oh, the ending is wrong. I wanted it all to be a dream.
Faint.
Colleagues, I believe that my latest presentation will knock your proverbial socks off. This is a kitty. He says meow.
Yay! Fucking well done! You looked on the back of a DVD box!
Faint.
Alright, next.
The eyes are the windows to the soul, and it's time I bear mine to you.
Oh! No thanks. I don't think the world's ready yet to see Lucy's eyes. Speaking of, I wonder if they'll even show her eyes in the movie of the Loud House.
Those were never meant to be seen.
Faint.
Welcome to the Are You a True Englishman Trivia Challenge. First question. In what city is the Tower of London?
Oh, I got this one. Rome.
That, sir, is...
Yeah, now correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the letter P sometimes silent? Especially if you're bludgeoning it with a heavy object? Faint.
Thanks for coming all the way here to meet me, Boo Boo Bear. I just really missed you. Oh, that was my shoe. That was my other shoe. I have some extra shoes in my bag.
Not a very bright group, are you?
Oh, come on, Lori. It's not that bad. You've always had a flatulence problem. Don't be afraid to admit it. Heck, I'd be embarrassed too if I was like that with my girlfriend. Besides, you all brought this upon yourselves that way, hiring the stunt double who couldn't even get the job done right to be you guys. Hell, the Simpsons fucked up lookalikes has more talent than the real ones do.
Oh my god, there they are!
God, why did I just say that? Even Mickey Mouse has more talent than these guys, and so much the family becomes the laughingstock all over town.
Well, guys, it's clear what we have to do.
We kill Lisa. You know she'll kill us if we don't kill her first. So Luan unicycles home until she finds her family is just selling the house and packing their things up.
Mom, what's going on? Obviously, we're moving, honey. You should go pack your things.
Well, it's not like we can stay. You pretty much ruined our lives here.
Nice try, pal.
You almost had me there for a moment.
Even Bear in a Big Blue House would say, I ain't having it. Yeah, because pretty much Luan did ruin their lives. But hey, they brought that shit upon themselves, like I said.
You guys wait! I'm sorry for the pranking. Please, we can't move!
But by God, holy son, jumping difficult Hail's Mary crying breakdown, Batman. Luan really breaks down and starts to cry. I've never seen Luan like this way before.
I'll call everyone I embarrassed you guys in front of. I'll explain everything. No! We can't leave! Royal Woods is our home! I'm so sorry! I'll never prank you again! April Fools!
Son of a bitch. He did it again.
These guys are getting good at this every time.
You might want to stop that truck.
Actually, most of those boxes were empty, except for the ones filled with your stuff. So, you might want to stop that truck.
No! Come back!
You motherfuckers. A total dick move. Funny, but wrong. I really like this episode, Fool Me Twice, but hate to say it, it doesn't really beat Fool's Paradise, and that one was even more hilarious. But you gotta admit, all Luan did was just lock the family in the garage and watch their lookalikes on the monitor embarrass their own selves out there. So she did a bit of a less prank on the family. But I will give them this, that the family was trying to find a new way to avoid Luan's April Fool's jokes when they actually hired their own stunt doubles that look alike to them. I'm surprised they actually found some people that actually look just like them. Sort of. And funny enough, that Luan knew about this all along, and we don't even know how did she even know the whole time. Kinda close to what she did in Fool's Paradise, when the family finally think they actually got safe from Luan, when she was at the hotel the whole entire time, which was kind of a scary, funny way. But I say, yet again, Fool Me Twice isn't really a bad episode, it's just a really nice, touching episode. And most likely, I probably would give this episode a 7.5 out of 10 stars. If there is one thing I actually really loved about this episode, that much likely made it better. That would be the Saw reference when Luan is explaining her pranks on TV. And funny enough to say that Fool's Paradise was somewhere near around like Bates Motel, you know, from Psycho. But this is like Jigsaw from the Saw movies, which was genius. I'm actually hoping that one of these days or years that they'll do another April Fool's episode of The Loud House with a bit of a horror reference in it. Maybe It or Nightmare on Elm Street, maybe? I don't know, that's just my opinion. Hell, I'm not even in charge of The Loud House. Even if I were, I'd be giving them a few ideas that can actually work. I just pray that Luann will do something real crazy the next April Fool's episode when one does come. I am the Loud House Critic. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.